You won't believe what Cardi B had to say about Miranda from the Netflix documentary, Dancing for the Devil. This documentary is blowing up and it's currently #1 on Netflix. Hey y'all. So I watched this documentary, Dancing for the Devil, and it got me thinking about my stripping days.
Times people join a cult, or like, I'm gonna say pimped out. You know what I'm saying? People join a cult. Most of the time, you would think that people join a cult because it's like they're desperate. You know, they're following a dream, and somebody promises a dream. They don't have family members, or they don't have loved ones. They grew up in a hard home, so they are looking for love. A lot of them are looking for love. Like some of the people there are in this Netflix documentary. But it's so interesting that one of the girls that is in the cult, like for example Miranda, and the other girl and another girl, she's Caucasian. She got like big ears. She had family. She doesn't. I'm not gonna say that they got money, but like looking at the documentary, she looked well off. I say that if you had a camera in the early 2000s or in the 1990s, I feel like you have money, because I never grew up with a recording camera. Like there will never be no recording camera of there will never be a recording of me when I was like 8-7 years old. We just don't have that. So I think her parents were very well off. But what I feel like is very interesting of Miranda is, okay, I feel like, let me tell you something. The mind is very weak. The mind is very weak. I have worked with girls at the strip club. A call, like, I think that this is similar. I think a call and being pimped out is very similar. I have worked with girls at the strip club that they get pimped out. And a lot of these girls were so freaking pretty. They were so pretty that I always thought to myself, why are you giving all your money that you make as stripping or selling cooters to this man? Why are you doing that? If you want to do that, you can make it yourself. You could strip the whole night and keep your own money. Or if you want to sell cootie cat, you could sell it on your own. Why are you giving all this to men? But the women, men join cults, of course, but women mind, they're very easily to be manipulated and tricked. And you need to know that you're stronger than manipulation. You need to know that you are the power. You need to know that. You need to know that the person that's trying to manipulate you gains a certain type of power when they manipulate you. When they see that you can get manipulated, you take that power away from them. So when it comes to Miranda, she's like the main girl. Her parents, I guess this was her parents' idea to make this Netflix documentary. They reached out to every single different um parent that their kids are in the cult. Some of them are chasing a dream. Some of them are chasing a dream, and some of them just don't have nothing, but they're talented. And let me tell you guys something. To you young adults that are out here chasing a dream, I remember, like, let me tell you something. If you Google modeling agencies and you call them and you be like, hey, or talent agency, I'm not gonna say modeling, I'm gonna say, if you Google talent agencies and you hit them up like, hey, I want to join your talent agency, for some weird reason these talent agencies be like, well, you gotta pay us a fee so we could manage you. What? That doesn't make no sense. Before they even get you booked, you gotta pay them. And that's not how it works. However, we are in a state where everybody got social media, everybody got Twitter, everybody got everything. If you're looking for a talent agency, speak on it on social media. Get on TikTok like, hey, I'm looking for a manager. I could do this, I could do that. You don't need this man that's in a cult that's taking 70% of your money to make the money. Your talent speak for itself. You got this Asian man, older man, manipulating your mind. And it's crazy because he's manipulating black, white, Asian minds, any race. He's manipulating them because they feel like they need him, and y'all don't. You're the talent. He is not. He is not talented. You are. The ones that got off one of the dancers that got off the cult, that left the cults, when he joined the cults, he was desperate. He was a desperate. I went to a school, Renaissance. If y'all went to Renaissance High School, I went to school with a lot of dancers. Some of my dancers I actually went to school with. Every single time I see them, I'm like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? What was I gonna say? Sometimes you become desperate because you feel like your talent is not getting you paid, but eventually will come. One of the dancers, he actually danced for the Renaissance tour, and that happened after you left the call. After he left the call. Now, let's get back to Miranda. Didn't grow up with with no love at home. Sometimes people join cults because they don't get no love at home. You grow up with loving parents, and you grow up with a loving sister. You grew up in a very nice house, and as I seen videos, you have a very supportive family. But one thing about us women is the person that helped her join the call is her husband. And let me tell you something about women. We get stigmatized. Miranda, get away from that stigmatization. These men are temporary. And when it comes to Robert, if he have you hypnotized thinking that you're gonna go to hell and blah blah blah, let me tell you something. Robert is just a regular pastor. Now, not only he's just a regular pastor, he's actually the biggest sinner. If you want to talk about God, if you want to talk about sins, if you want to talk about going to hell, let me tell you something. God said you need to be good to your parents, and your parents need to be good to you. Your parents are fighting for you. Your parents are fighting for you. What you're doing is a sin that is a sin. If you want to talk about, if he got you wrapped up with this Jesus talk, let me tell you this. He got you wrapped up like that. The only person that could clean you and forgive you, like you say, oh, Robert's the man of God, so he cleans your sin. You know the only person that cleans your sins, you want to know who? The Lord. All you have to do to clean your sins is get on your knees and pray and ask God to forgive you. That's the person you got to ask for forgiveness. Not no fucking robber, not no fucking fake pastor. And let me tell you something when it comes to churches, right? Let me tell you something when it comes to churches, and when you tell me something that it comes to God. God don't ask for money. God, the Lord is free. The Lord love is free. Any religion that asks you for money, any church that says in order to be here you need to pay, any church that makes you feel like you're not enough because you have less than other, is not a real religion, and it's not a real church, because God never make anybody feels less than other. I'm a celebrity, and to God, I'm like his other children. I'm like a bum to him. God doesn't see nothing. There's no child is better than the other. We all his children, and none of us is better than the other. And Robert makes y'all feel whoever makes the most money and whoever is more beneficial is the best. And that's not true. It's not too late. It's not too late. When y'all get off this cult, it's gonna follow you forever, and you're gonna have trauma. I mean, even me, I feel like my past sometimes it haunts me, but I feel like my past haunts me. Everybody that have experienced trauma, it's always gonna be something that you're always going to remember. But that's why there's psychologists. That's why there's family that's going to shield you, that's going to protect you, and you move forward. It's never too late. It's never too late to go back to your mother. It's never too late to go back to your father. It's never too late to get down on your knees and ask God, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me for the things that I put my sister through. Forgive me for the things that I did to my parents. And let me tell you something. God is not going to ask you nothing. He will forgive you. He will forgive you. Robert is just like you. He's not a man of God. He's not a chosen child from the Lord. He's a fucking scammer. He's a scammer. He's a scammer. He's a scammer. Before you met Robert, your life was great. And guess what? If you leave that cult, it's going to be great right after. It's going to be great right after. Don't let Robert is the pastor. Then you got the B5. I don't know. I forgot his name. Her husband name. Girl, I know that cock don't got you that traumatized that you leaving your parents behind over dick. I'm dick crazy too, girl. Like this man dick drives me off the wall, baby. But never enough. Like I will never pick my family over no man. I will never pick my life over no man. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. You can't lose yourself over a man. Even when me and my man go through stuff, you know what I do? I get up and I work because I'm not going to lose myself over a man. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your family over a man. Don't lose yourself. Don't believe this religion that makes you feel like getting away from your family is key. Or if you don't follow their commands, you're going to hell. You go to hell when people that love you and care for you, you hurt them and you hurting your family. And girl, when you go see a family again, don't come over here doing a live trying to show people, try to show me, I guess, because I know you've seen this live that you doing good. That's not real. You need to be real to yourself. You can't lie. You could lie to social media. You can't lie to yourself. I promise you. I promise you. If you want to talk about the Lord, if this man got you manipulated with the Lord's work, being bad to the people, to your parents is thing. You ever heard? I don't know if y'all know this. I mean, she doesn't hear her parents, but Caribbean says this: if you late, like there's this myth, right? Well, I don't think it's a myth. Caribbeans from any island say this: that if you put your hands on your parents, when they close your casket, your hand is gonna come out. Your hand gonna get swollen. It's not gonna come out. You're not hitting your parents, of course. I'm not saying you're hitting your parents, but doing bad to your parents that love you, because some people have shitty parents. You have great parents. You got parents that's fighting for you, and those are the people you need to fight for to be with you. That's all I'm saying, girl. And I'm telling you guys, and for the other people that want to join the cult, oh my gosh, I got a thing. I got a violation. Damn, they violated. They don't want me to talk about this. I'm getting off this live because now I got a violation on TikTok. Just know if you ever try to join a cult because you feel unloved, or because you need guidance, or because you're desperate and you wanna, and somebody's promising you something, trust me, things are always hard, but you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. There's no bigger love than the love that you give yourself. Okay? Don't let nobody manipulate your mind. Your mind, sometimes people look like, for me, for example, like some of the men are in the cult and some of the women are in the cult are people that are in our community, and they're joining the cult. And I'm like, how? Like, because the mind is so easy to manipulate. And that's why you can't even shame these people. Here they go again. The mind is so easy to manipulate. You have to overcome manipulation. So I took a little nap because I feel like my voice is getting a little raspy. My nose a little runny. I'm about to go. And yeah, if you guys could watch TikTok, it's called Dancing with the Devil, or Dancing for the Devil. I'm not sure. It's about a whole bunch of TikTokers joining a cult, and this evil man, and how, America amendments protect them, and he sexually abused a couple of his members. So you guys should watch that. And yeah. Love you guys. Goodbye.
What do you think about this whole situation? Have you watched Dancing for the Devil? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. All right. That's all I have for you today. See you next time.